This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Are property taxes going up in Luzerne County? We have the latest tonight on SSPTV News. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lisa Sugart in tonight for Ken Cara. Remember, you can watch us in high definition on Service Electric Cablevision, channel 513, and anywhere, anytime via our free SSPTV app. Now to our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Property taxes will not be going up in Luzerne County. County Council voted unanimously last night to eliminate a 2% property tax hike. That increase was included in the budget proposed by County Manager David Pedri. Last night's vote means that the millage rate will remain at 5.9754 mills. Thus far, County Council has not voted on the overall budget itself. Council will hold a budget hearing next Tuesday, December 5th. You can read more about the budget process in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. A well-known Hazleton area businessman has died. Edward F. Giannetti of Sugarloaf Township passed away November 12th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He was 81 years old. Giannetti and his brother Richard built and operated the Pantry Quicks, the first convenience store chain in our area. He also built the Churchill Mall in Hazel Township, and he owned and operated several AM and FM radio stations and also started Panorama magazine back in 1981. Edward Giannetti also served in the U.S. Army and was active in many local organizations. A massive Christian burial will be celebrated this Saturday at 10 a.m. in St. John Bosco Church in Cunningham. Family and friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions may be made to the Hazleton Area Public Library, the United Way of Greater Hazleton, and the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. The Lassand family and everyone here at SSPTV would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Edward F. Giannetti. Former Hazleton Mayor Mike Marsicano announced today that he is running for Congress. Marsicano ran 2 years ago against incumbent Republican Congressman Lou Barletta. He made his announcement to seek the Democratic nod for the 11th congressional seat via a web video. Here's an excerpt.
So Congress is stalled, much like your car. It's not working for you. I ran for Congress in 2016. So what has changed? Since then, nothing. Today's Congress can't agree on anything. You know, I can't believe it's impossible to come together on things like jobs, on health care, on fair taxes for everyone, our veterans, and the many other issues that you, the voters, expect your elected officials to deliver on. So why are we at this point in our politics? Well, because Congress is controlled by special interests, the powerful lobbyists and big money, rather than your interests. And how do we begin to fix this? Well, it's time to eliminate partisan gerrymandering, and it's time to demand action on term limits. This has led to career politicians instead of public servants who are supposed to work for you.
Now you can watch the entire video at marsicano.net. Marsicano is the third Democrat to enter the race, along with 4 Republicans. The primary election is May 15th, 2018. Current 11th District Congressman Lou Barletta has decided to run for the U.S. Senate seat, which is currently held by Bob Casey, Jr. Hazleton police arrested a man they found attempting to climb through a window yesterday. Officers arrested 28-year-old Randy Paguero. Police responded to a residence in the 400 block of South Poplar Street around 10 a.m. yesterday. Police observed him attempting to climb through a first-story window. Officers tried to detain him, but he refused to comply, and a physical altercation ensued. Police said Paguero was physically removed from the window and taken into custody. He was also found to be in possession of heroin and marijuana. He was charged with burglary, criminal trespass, resisting arrest, and drug-related charges. A longtime West Hazleton tradition has come to an end. The West Hazleton Recreation Club has canceled its annual Christmas party. The reason? The number of people attending the event now surpasses the maximum occupancy for the community building on South 4th Street. Mayor Frank Schmidt said more than 225 children and adults attended last year's event, while the actual building's occupancy is 133. The club also has concerns over the dwindling number of volunteers helping to coordinate this and other borough events. You can read more about the situation in today's Standard Speaker or at standardspeaker.com. Well, this Friday is December 1st already, and that means it's also First Friday in downtown Hazleton. We are getting ready to go wassailing in downtown Hazleton. It is First Friday this Friday. Here to tell us all about it is Krista Schneider. She is the Executive Director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress. First of all, I say this every time you come in. I can't believe another month has gone by. But it seems like we were just talking about wassailing, and that was last year.
I know.
So it's back. It was successful last year, so you wanted to do it again.
Yes, we're going to try our second annual. It's Wassail Fest and Holiday Night Market. So we have about 18 downtown businesses and organizations participating. Each one of those are serving as hosts to vendors that are selling, handmade items, art, jewelry, books. We have our book authors that are selling books. You could get them signed. That would be a great Christmas gift. We also have a Christmas tree market that's going to be downtown. That's going to be part of the Wassail Fest as well. Anybody who wants to buy Christmas trees certainly can. They're going to be, what else do we have? We have dancing and singing. We have Christmas carolers that are going to be roaming around the streets. So it's going to be a really festive atmosphere. You can get all your shopping done in downtown Hazleton, but the most important thing is that all the hosts are going to be serving tastings of holiday drinks and some sort of food. Yeah, so you could have eggnog, you could have mulled wine, you could have spikes, cider, wassail, which is a spiked cider. You could have hot cocoa. You could have a whole bunch of things. So it's all very tasty, a tasty way to spend your holiday shopping.
Wow, that's a nice way to shop. I like that. Do we need tickets for that?
Not for the shopping. For the shopping is free. In fact, anybody who wants to shop, they could come into the Pines lobby between 4 and 6. They pick up a map and a passport, and they could see where all the vendors are and all the shops and restaurants and that. And they could go, if they go to all of them and get their passport stamp, they could be entered into a drawing to win a $100 gift certificate. But if they want to do the tasting, then they have to buy a tasting mug, and that's $10 or $12 at the door.
All righty, well, that sounds really good. The city tree lighting is during this as well.
Yeah, that could kick off. That's going to kick off the events. That's going to be at City Hall. The mayor's going to light the Christmas tree, and then there's also going to be Hazleton area school chorus, high school chorus is going to be there singing Christmas carols as well. So the whole downtown is really going to be very festive.
Wow, and I understand we can even see a Christmas carol, the play, The Christmas Carol.
Yeah. The Pennsylvania Theater Performing Arts at the J.J. Farrar Center is performing a Christmas carol. You could even have dinner there. They sell buffet tickets. You could get dinner and then watch the show. So it's a holiday classic. You could really get into the mood.
All right, well, this sounds like a really fun First Friday. It's from 5 until 8 p.m. in the downtown, the Wassail Fest and Holiday Night Market with so much more. Don't forget the tree lighting at 5 o'clock. You can go to downtownhazleton.org for all the details, the complete schedule, and to find out how to get your little glasses or tickets for the wassailing part of it all. We hope to see you in downtown Hazleton. You're hoping for a big turnout, and a very good start to the holiday season.
Snow or shine.
Snow or shine. If it's snow, just a little bit, just for atmosphere and ambiance, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay. We hope to see you this Friday in downtown Hazleton. Speaking of Friday, you only have until this Friday to register for the 13 Days of Christmas giveaway presented by SSPTV, the Laurel Mall, and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Register at the mall to win prizes from the 13 area businesses up on your screen. Santa's helpers will be handing out forms right near Santa himself. There will also be registration forms in the Standard Speaker. Drop them off at the mall through this Friday. We'll pick one random winner each night during SSPTV News starting on Monday. Winners must pick up their prize at the participating business, so good luck. Well, one school in our area will open its doors this Sunday, not to students, but to senior citizens. The Hazleton Area School District and the Nutrition Group will host a free hot breakfast this Sunday for all senior citizens of the community. Guests who are not senior citizens are also invited to attend for a price of $6.50 a person. There will be entertainment courtesy of students from the district. The breakfast will be served Sunday from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. at Maple Manor Elementary Middle School on West 22nd Street. Reservations are not required. However, if you have a party of 6 or more, please call so a table can be secured. Call 570-459-3111, extension 3178. Organizers say this is a great way to give back to the community and do something nice for all the hard-working seniors that give so much to the school district. A reminder that our SSPTV programming is available tonight and every Wednesday from 6:30 until 8 p.m. on our high-definition channel 513. You can also catch a rebroadcast of SSPTV News tonight at 8 p.m. on both channels 13 and high-definition 513. Still to come, Janine is back for her weekly visit to Sacco Chiropractic, and it's Dave Day. That means our Ken Kara and Dave Seaman are here to catch you up on all the important events in the sporting world. You're watching SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Why do you need a chiropractor? Not only for your spine, but we have to worry about other parts of our body that Dr. Scott Sacco has been talking about on our weekly segments here on SSPTV News. So thanks for having us back.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in. So I still have a lot of patients that come in every week that think that we're a chiropractor. We just deal with the spine. And I know I've been preaching to the choir every time I say we deal with more than just your neck and your back. But I still have a lot of patients coming in that might have carpal tunnel or plantar fasciitis. They are two of the most common things that we see here and what we treat. And because of my background in the sports, I've seen a lot of those injuries with athletes that just your everyday people could have. And I see it a lot with factory workers that wear steel-toe shoes, for example, or people that work in an office setting and they're typing on the computer and sitting all day. So a lot of carpal tunnel, a lot of plantar fasciitis. There's different adjustments that we do that could open up your carpal tunnel or help relieve the pain in the joints in your feet. That really helps a lot.
Now, can we go as far as saying that it could alleviate you from having surgery for these things as well?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. I've had patients that came in that said, you know, I'm going to schedule the surgery, and then we do one adjustment and they cannot believe the relief that they get from it. And they say, wow, and it could be just, there's 8 bones in your wrist that one of them could be out of place and just be pressing on that and closing down the carpal tunnel, and one adjustment could open that up and relieve that.
That's amazing. And so if they come in, they get one adjustment, they can see how they're doing. You can also help them without missing work, because I know if some people are writing on, the teachers are writing on the board, or you're using your hands a lot, it becomes painful and it might have them missing some work.
Yeah, so people are always amazed that when they come in here and we actually do these adjustments, and they say, I never knew that you can do that. And I said, well, if you watch SSPTV, you'd know that.
and thankfully I'm here every month, because if I didn't come, I wouldn't get my adjustments. So I get my adjustments every time that we do the segment.
That's right. You need it every time you come in.
All right. Join us here on SSPTV News each and every week.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Our lovely weather window tonight, courtesy of Ken Kara at Freeland Public Park in Freeland. Now to our forecast from the National Weather Service. For tonight, expect mostly clear skies with a low around 27 degrees. Moving on to the 4-day outlook for tomorrow, partly sunny, our high of 43. Thursday night showers likely, mostly cloudy, low of 35. On Friday, there's a chance of showers before 8 a.m. Otherwise, partly sunny, a high near 43 degrees, a great night for first Friday. Partly cloudy Friday night with a low of 27. Sunshine Saturday with a high of 44. Partly cloudy overnight with a low of 28. And then on Sunday, more sunshine, a high of 44. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 29 degrees. Well, after the holidays, many of us look to make a New Year's resolution. Some want to lose weight, especially after eating all that amazing food. If you're one of the many planning to do just that, the YWCA of Hazleton has a deal for you. If you join the Y from now until December 31st, you can save $50 off an adult or a single parent family or a family membership because there are no joining fees for the rest of 2017. It's a great deal. If you'd like to join the Y or need more information, call the Hazleton YWCA at 570-455-2046. And now to the green screen. It's time for our Pennsylvania Midday winning lottery numbers for today. The pick 242, the pick 3 859, pick 4 1604, and the pick 5 84442. The wild number is 8. Good luck if you played. Kenny and Dave are in next with sports right here on SSPTV News.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Standard Speaker sports editor Dave Seaman and I are here to tackle the biggest sports topic of the week. So Dave, let's start. Does Prince Harry look like Carson Wentz? What has been your opinion on the...
I think he looks like Matt McGloin.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say it on air, Dave.
I mean, come on. I think that's where he looks like, Matt McGloin there. Maybe it's the red hair, I don't know. But, you know, good luck to the royal couple. You know, that's what's talked about it. I think we should just devote the whole show to that.
Absolutely, dude. That's so funny. I thought the same thing. He said he's more Matt McGloin than Carson Wentz. Well, we'll get to Carson Wentz and the Eagles. I want to start with the Steelers because we've talked a lot about the Eagles. But out west in Pittsburgh, Steelers only 2 losses. Sunday night, tough game against the Packers, but they pull it out. Some questions about Ben Roethlisberger in the beginning of the season. Dave, does he have, I don't want to say one more, but does he have another run left in him? Maybe one more run left in him.
I don't know if it's just Ben Roethlisberger, but when you have receivers like Antonio Brown and you have a running back Le'Veon Bell, I mean, they're 2 great weapons to have around you, and then you surround them with the rookie Juju Schuster-Smith from USC. He's stepped in. The Penn State tight end Jesse James has contributed. Other receivers, you know, Ben has a lot of weapons around him too, and Ben's been there before. I know. I remember using a headline one time, "Been there, done that," because he definitely has. And you know, one of these years they have to beat the Patriots. You know, they've struggled. It's going to be a battle to see who gets the home field. I believe they play in a few weeks, and that game more or less will determine who has the home field. You know, the Patriots have won in Pittsburgh before in the playoffs, but the Steelers have never won in New England when it comes crunch time. And the way the season's going right now, it's going to come down to those teams again. And I really do think the Steelers have run in them this year too. And then, you know, not that I'm a fan of either team, but if you're a Pennsylvania sports fan, how would you love to see an Eagles-Steelers Super Bowl? I mean, that would be great. A little ahead of ourselves right now, but the way both teams are looking, it might be a possibility.
Well, Dave, the Eagles have to go out west, and they'll play 2 games out there. LA Rams coming up, and before that, they'll play Seattle this weekend. Not make or break; they're really ahead in the standings. But playoffs coming up, so maybe a nice test against teams with winning records.
Yeah, I think you want to, you know, establish yourselves too. I mean, they're the name team right now. Everybody's talking about them. To go out west to a team like Seattle, who's been in the Super Bowl in recent years, and you know, obviously Pete Carroll has, you know, established a power out there. And the Seahawks will be fighting for their division title too. You know, a great quarterback in Russell Wilson, and the Eagles really have had it pretty easy over the last couple of weeks, based on how well they have played too. They prepared well, they've been coached well, and they performed well on the field. And the test, I guess, is to see if they have some adversity. They had some early in the season. The Chargers, if I remember correctly, that was a close game, and then they went to Carolina and won at Carolina too. So those kind of games help when you get to, on the West Coast in November when it matters. And Eagles have a lot to play for. I mean, they want to be home for the playoffs too, and you know, they've been dynamite at home, and you know, to go out to Seattle, pick up a win there, and you know, if you're a fan, you want to win both games. But if you could split against the Seahawks and the Rams and kind of divide those games up, I think you're looking pretty good for the future.
So, Dave, it was Thanksgiving Eve, a holiday known for football, and we're all sitting around, me and my friends, and every TV, I think, in the house where I was at, my buddy's house, was on the 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers. Lots of interest in the basketball team, Dave. I'm not a huge NBA guy, but I've heard about trust the process, you know, being bad for so long and then getting these draft picks, trying to get these stars. But there's a lot of excitement in Philadelphia right now.
Yeah, it's about time. When you say, I mean, the Sixers really haven't been competitive since the early 2000s when Allen Iverson and Larry Brown were still there. Allen Iverson was a perennial, MVP candidate. They got to the finals against the Lakers, I believe it's 2001. So the Sixers fans really haven't had much to cheer about since that time. But now it looks like they, obviously assembled some of the pieces there. And Joel Embiid, too. I mean, when you look at Joel Embiid, too, one of the best centers in the league, if they let him play every day, too, you could see how dominant he can be. Ben Simmons, obviously going to be a superstar, too. And Markelle Fultz really hasn't played that much either, too. He was their top draft pick this year. They made some great pickups along the way as well. J.J. Redick is an outstanding shooting guard, too, a veteran presence. He can light it up, too. So they've definitely made some great moves. Are they in a position this year to contend for a championship? Probably not. But to break 500 and get to the playoffs this year would be a huge step forward.
I guess I need to start paying attention to the NBA. Dave, finally, college football playoff, things are a mess right now. You have the top two teams go down over the weekend. A lot of interesting scenarios could play out. Championship weekend this weekend, as we have Georgia playing Auburn, Miami playing Clemson, Ohio State and Wisconsin, TCU and Oklahoma. I have Clemson, Auburn, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin in. When the dust settles, who do you think will get in?
I believe Clemson's going to beat Miami, so I think that's one of the teams, too. Oklahoma should be favored against TCU. It's hard to beat a team twice, though. I mean, Clemson obviously didn't play Miami this year, but I think the last time they met, Clemson beat Miami 56-0, so I'm sure the Hurricanes remembered something about that. TCU only recently lost to Oklahoma. TCU's a very good team, too, so Oklahoma shouldn't sleep there, but I would think the Sooners get by there. That's two teams. Winner of the Georgia-Auburn game, too. Last time Auburn got Georgia, it was a home game for Auburn. Auburn's beaten Georgia and Alabama both at home. Now they go to Atlanta, which, I mean, I'm sure the crowd will be 50-50 split, but it's still closer to Georgia, and you get to start 0-0. So that 41-14 or whatever the score was the first time they played doesn't matter now. And then you talk about the fourth team getting in. I just think it's Wisconsin's year.
So from royal engagements to the college football playoff, we've covered it all today. Dave, we always appreciate your time.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. We'll kick off today's social report with the Helping Hand Society and J&J Auction, holding their holiday auction on Friday, December 1st at Genetti's Catering. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the live auction will begin at 6 p.m. This event is free admission. The Fritz Singer Town Senior Living Community is having a winter craft and vendor fair on Saturday, December 2nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. There will be tricky trays as well as food and refreshments. There will also be a poinsettia sale. For more information, you can contact Sharon Albright at the number on your screen. And one today's social report with the Christ Lutheran Church in Cunningham having their drive-through living nativity this weekend on Saturday, December 2nd and Sunday, December 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frederick F. Frackey of Sugarloaf Township. Funeral is Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Rock Glen. Friends may call Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Edward F. Genetti of Sugarloaf Township. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. at St. John Bosco Church in Cunningham. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton. And Elizabeth Cashaw of Freeland. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Penny Krause of Tamaqua. Call now at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Don't forget to register for the 13 Days of Christmas. Deadline is Friday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.